claiming that their real aim was something it was never claimed to be.
What is he doing? He needs to be specific about the business practices
Hello.
feet, which is specifically companies that are doing this under the guise of it being a single-player
Oh, we're
game
gonna play
that
some
have
Death
an online
Stranding.
functionality that is
Just
not
looking at
accessible
some game
and doesn't
sales right now.
include gameplay elements. That's the problem.
No,
I
that's not
really want
it
to
at
play
all.
Dune
It
Awakening.
could
I just
not
don't want
be
to spend
any
$50
clearer
on
about
it.
it.
Schedule one's
And
on.
yet, today,
Schedule one is
which they
$13.99.
unmasked
It's
them
pretty good.
with
I
respect,
need to get
I
that
think the
too.
initiative gets everything it asked for, but none of what it wanted. You have committed to continuing to spread this narrative you know is false. That is a lot more than just
When's the
disagreeing
sell
with the
over? July
initiative and
10th.
stop killing games. You are perpetuating the
I need to
very
get it. I need
line
to get
that
it.
Ross Scott, gentlest, most conflict-averse man on the internet, felt he had to make a call-out video to counter. It is not true that the initiative is one thing and they're trying to do something else, but it's beneficial to your side that people think that. Who's gonna side with the bumbling idiots, dangerously pushing for something they don't actually want?
I
Now, you
tried
might say,
Broken
over
Arrow.
1 million people,
I
actually, but
just
they
couldn't get
didn't
it.
until this misrepresentation was addressed.
Enter
Which
Magnolia.
brings us to a narrative you don't like. The most interesting narrative is that my videos somehow killed the initiative.
Start
This
from the
fact
top.
shows that the initiative already had a
All right,
drop in
boys.
interest when my videos dropped. My videos do not seem to have had any impact
Steam
on the initiative at
sales.
all. They
Black
continue
Myth
their own thing.
Wukong,
That's a remarkable success.
$47.99.
I'm sure Thor would
Final
be very
Fantasy
praised.
7,
Lies,
$41.99.
dangling
Oblivion,
statistics,
$39.99.
sometimes just
Oblivion, you
lying
can
about
play
your
on Game
obvious
Pass right
story.
now.
Like how some people thought Riders Republic
Uh,
2 had been
God of War
massively
Ragnarok,
revamped because its initial
$48.
average was
Red Dead is
just
only
whatever.
$15.
Yet,
Gris is
once it hit the monthly
$1.49.
list, and then it spikes up
You
when
should
people are
snap that.
made
I
for
mean, it's
good. But
basically
Thor, I
free.
must ask, why were you made
Crypt
for
of the
good? See, there's
Necromancer,
another way to look at the
$1.49.
curve.
I heard
Initiative
that game's
funds.
pretty
They get a
good.
brief
Besiege is
via decisions
$1.49. I
resulting
heard
from
that game's
expert
fun.
game dev authority that says it's
Blasphemous, I
dangerous,
have.
disagrees with it, and not only
If you
that,
like hard platformers,
misrepresents it.
that's your
And
game right there. It's
no real
$2.49.
speeder touches it until your video is directly
Tons
addressed
and
and proven
tons and
to be
tons of
viewable.
sales. I
Now, I
hope you
think there
guys
are
are
times when
having a
we
great
should
day
compete
today.
directly and much harder
I'm
than we
getting ready to
did
play some Death
sooner
Stranding,
instead of
and
releasing an
before that, I'm
indirect,
going to go over some
heavy,
sales on
average
Steam that
distraction.
you should be looking into if you're trying to save some money and play some games. Body Cam, that's the lowest I've seen it, $24.99. I kind of want to hop in a Mortal Kombat 1, but I just heard the game's not that good. But $16 might be worth checking out. Get your ass kicked by some people, by some 12-year-olds, and yeah, maybe it doesn't sound like fun. Fallout 4, $70.99. Holy shit! Wow, so many good prices. I want to buy a lot of them, but I have so many games I need to catch up on. I really shouldn't. Suit for Hire, I have that. It's pretty good. It's a little on the hard side if you like a challenge. This game's really good. Shredder's Revenge on sale for $14.99. Must play in my opinion. Metaphor. Star Invaders is pretty good. Not much of a sale though. It's only 10% off. $22. Expedition 33. If you haven't played that, I don't know why you haven't. You should play that. It's good. Under Magnolia's good. I just played Binding of Isaac for the first time. It's interesting. I'll just leave it at that. It's on sale for $7.49. Hades 2. I'm waiting for the full release before I jump into that. It's 10% off right now. Crash Bandicoot. They did an awesome remaster. It's only at $3.99. UFO 50 is pretty good. 20% off that. Silent Hill 2, if you're into scary games, that's pretty scary. It's 40% off. Pretty nice discount. Dead Cells is a classic. It's about half off. $12. Outer Wilds. I actually tried playing that, and that game is kind of scary, believe it or not. It freaked me out. It's 40% off at $14.99. Clip, clip, clip. Well, you guys have a good day.
To counter, it is not true that the initiative
Hello.
of one thing is better than something else, but it's their mission to decide what the offer includes. Who's going to sign what against their users' wishes? They actually get
I
a
tried
bonus
Broken Arrow.
if you capture
I just
over
couldn't get it.
250,000 spots. That is a lot more than just 50 spots that can this is just a
I'm gonna spend
small
$50 on it. Schedule one's in now.
places.
To post those videos under the guise of
July
adventure.
10th.
Games don't just
Maybe.
provide success, but it's beneficial to your site.
No,
Not
yeah.
only just to your players, but it's beneficial to your site and the internet. Who's going to sign
All right, boys.
what includes monthly releases and
Steam sales. Boys.
the most researched characters that have high indexes come from the initiative.
Start from the
Choose
top.
the initiative video.
Pretty nice discount. Dead Cells is classic. About half off. Actually,
Upgrade site come from the initiative.
start from the
Choose
top.
the initiative video.
All right, boys. Outer Wilds. I actually
The viewers who misrepresentations did. Now, I don't have a time machine, but I think if he'd done this earlier, we would have seen a spike earlier. Now, doing it when he did, the hate against you has certainly helped. You being the internet's villain has been a boon, but it's not his fault. You've acted villainously. And another thing about the graph, Charlie weighing in is marked on there. His support was significant. The video itself got a lot of views, and people will talk about what he talks about. And he did specifically cover what I talked about earlier.
Ross is correct. This has nothing to do with just single-player only games that require an online connection, that when the online connection is severed, you lose access to the game. Like, yeah, that is included in all of this, but that's not, like, what the whole movement is about. And for some reason, Pirate Software is stun-locked on that, like, fixated, as if that is the actual, like, meat and potatoes of Stop Killing Games. They need to be more specific in their language about it being single-player, always online connectivity games. When that's just not what it's about. Like, they're not being specific about that because that is not what they are specifically targeting.
He was much nicer about this than I was. And four, I would suggest if Charlie completely, fully understands something and you don't, maybe you should take some time to look at yourself. Because if you don't, this might happen. A follow-up that I must mention garnered more views than the original video. Why Why'd this video happen for? Could it have something to do with the tweet used as a thumbnail? The one where you saw fit to name drop him, but not to address the one reason he was talking to you for?
I'm not going to leak DMs or really go in depth on our private conversation, but the point of me reaching out to him was to talk about
Happy Independence Day. As fireworks light up the sky and parades roll through town, we're taking a step back from the news you need to know to reflect on the deeper meaning of this American holiday.
July 4th isn't just a celebration, it's a tribute to the revolutionary idea that freedom belongs to the people. It's a reminder of a radical moment in history when a group of colonists declared that they would govern themselves. The idea sparked a revolution, and over the centuries, up until today, those ideas are constantly being tested, debated, and defended.
I'm Daily Wire Executive Editor John Bickley with Georgia Howe. It's Friday, July 4th, and this is a special edition of Morning Wire.
Hey everybody, Kevin Phillips here. To me, the 4th of July is all about freedom. Freedom to worship God, the freedom to speak our minds, and for me today, the freedom to blow up some fireworks, grill some massive steaks, maybe shoot a few guns. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are the greatest people around.
his refusal to acknowledge that he did, maybe unintentionally, misrepresent Stop Killing Games, and it led to a just shy of 2 hours, quite circular argument that ultimately got us nowhere. He was more focused on his faults with Stop Killing Games and really liked to challenge me to prove him wrong about some of his hang-ups with it. And when I would mention like the behavior aspect, like, hey, you did misrepresent it, and I give him a timestamp, he'd then instead say how I'm wrong for thinking that he misrepresented it. We got nowhere.
You saw fit to name drop him, and then talk about everything except the one thing he wanted you to address. You didn't even bring it up and say he's wrong. You saw fit to use his name on it. But if he talks about that, that's you being a victim. That's you weaponizing his audience against you. Why, Thor, when you retell this story to your fans, in your Discord, do you not mention that tweet? It's kind of important. Because you emphasize the speed with which you put that video up, you left your fans with a very interesting impression. One suspected that the video was ready to go in case you didn't change your opinion. You don't make a video like that in 30 minutes, he said. See how leaving details out can really mislead people? That theory's possible with what you were telling them, but in reality it's impossible because a big chunk of the video is about the conversation. Pirate's tweet about the conversation is in the video, and just like me, I don't think Charlie has a time machine. You did end up correcting the time frame, but only to emphasize that there was an hour and a half of silence after letting everyone know you told him. High school behavior, making this public instead of just talking privately. Again, no mention of that tweet where you used his name and the fact you had a conversation. Do not pretend for 1 second, Thor, that if someone tweeted that they had a conversation with you and had spewed a bunch of stuff in support of themselves without addressing what you've been trying to get you to do, that you would be pissed too.
And then this is our conversation at the start of this, something that was not even the case. I was out there trying to convince him to be part of Stop Killing Games.
That's about as hard as Charlie goes in on you using the conversation. I don't think
Oh shit.
you would be as gentle, and do not pretend that you didn't make
Can I take this ladder?
first. He was not just making a call-out video after a private conversation only. Funny little extra matter. You remembered that tweet when it was useful in a different context later, didn't you? People were talking about insults and you jumped in to say, yeah, I did insult us, but I apologized. See, I said, if you're mad at me for being a dick, I get it, and I'm sorry for that. You shouldn't have done it. Okay, Mr. Precision, you honestly don't get where that tips people off. Now with that out of the way, I'm going to be nice. I'm willing to believe that horrible things have been done to you, and you seem to want that acknowledged and condemned. I know that I'm nobody and I'm not the guy you want to do, but you can take this to a consolation.
Why am I so dirty?
Can't vote like this. On Tuesday, you were swatted. That's no good. People shouldn't be doing it. Whoever's doing it should go to jail. There you go. Feel safer now? You get constant calls to your cell phone. I'm sorry to hear that, man. It sounds really bad. You receive tens of thousands of death threats a day. Okay, calm down there, Zoe. I'm trying to stop pushing. I'm sure you've received some. I'm much smaller. I've seen one or two. But, Like, people call things death threats all the time that really, really aren't. But I think people tend to call someone saying kill yourself a death threat. People say nasty, crazy things about content creators all the time. Here's a guy talking about me.
He's gonna send the cops to his house because he threatened to kill Uncle Opinions. Yeah, I threatened to kill him, and I would fucking kill him. Yes, I would kill him. It will not happen because I'm not going to the UK. But if we were ever put in the same room, you know, and yeah, again, I'm not killing him because that would be too easy. That would be actually releasing him from pain. No, I would break his spine. I would cut his eyes out. I would fucking hit him in the ears until he's deaf. And I would leave him like that. He will die soon, but I would leave him in that state of complete fucking blindness and I would do this for him. I would, you know, and I would make sure that whoever his so-called girlfriend is, I would make sure that she's watching and she will get the same treatment for even being associated with him.
Most of the nuts on the internet are just really, really funny. I had a guy once send me the entirety of Twitter's TOS and say, like, I know where you live, watch out, at the end. Something like that. Just goofy shit. But here's my advice. This stuff really bothers me. If you've been sent something incredible, someone's out there and they have the intent, the means, and the knowledge necessary to hurt you, police. Otherwise, take comfort in this. This is how I look at it. If a crazy person on the internet has genuinely dedicated themselves to killing you, you're dead. Nobody's worrying about it. If they're genuinely
Oh
dedicated,
man,
they can get you. I feel like accepting that is the only way to
I'm
not go
sorry.
insane if like more than 500 people online know you exist. Easier said than done to just start thinking like that, but try it. Like maybe chill. Like depending on the perspective you have now might sound scary or rough, but it's genuinely how I think about it. People call the county saying your rescue is an animal home. Yeah, if they don't have evidence or credibly believe that, they shouldn't be doing that. You're being called a pedophile. So zoophile, rapist, corporate plant, degenerate, narcissist, nepo baby, and many others. I'm gonna go ahead and say some of those aren't like the others. But yeah, welcome to the club, man. They attacked all of the accomplishments over my life despite physical evidence to prove the contrary. People did this on the internet? Really? They also went after every job you ever held, trying to say you never worked them or never deserved them if you did. Went after? You mean their father and your previous employers? Or just saying, didn't happen, didn't deserve it? Saying didn't happen, they can be wrong about it, didn't deserve it. I have little respect for the initiative's supporters due to this. Rarely do I find an actual argument that isn't just flipping insults. That sucks though. But I have good news. There's a guy you could have talked to who would absolutely never ever do any of that, and he's a really big supporter of Stop Killing Games. You might have heard of him. He's called Ross Scott, but of course you couldn't talk to him because politicians like easy wins is a dangerous line of thinking. So it's a line of thinking now. It's thoughts about how things are. You understand now it's not a tactic like you said in your video, but a line of thinking that would apply to literally anything they were trying to present. And even that, you get the swatting and stuff, even that, that's too dangerous a line of thought to engage with such a person. Do you see why your gamer gamification of Stop Killing Games isn't going so well? And one last thing you should understand about the nature of the internet and its many commenters. If you build your presence online on how you look, people are going to call you ugly. If you build your presence on authority and credentials, people are going to attack that. It's going to happen. Sooner after it's or not. And because what you're putting online is media, I don't think commentary on it should be restricted. They don't want people hitting you. Don't make you the thing you're projecting onto the internet, because then it's fair game. Hit them back, by all means. But no human shields, even if that human shield is you. The alternative is content creators and other options and bots. Maybe you'd like that.
Close them.
For 70 years, every single day,
And the dream that have created America.
this is where heroes work. This is where veterans are celebrated.
Thank you all. I'm delighted to have you for this.
Interesting.
Fortune. Like, you're not going to say anything that's going to... Game preservation is a cause that is dear to my heart, as I'm somebody who's all about consumer.
So apparently Ludwig has apologized, finally, after all the dumbass shit that he said. Let's actually get to the bottom of this real quick.
Magical. Disney tried to copyright it. In today's video, Ludwig has responded again on his stream. Tectone has called out Ludwig once again. Pokimane is back.
Once again, not called out, responded. Let's make this very clear. There was actions that occurred at a party that led people to be in danger. I gave a proper recollection of events. Ludwig called me out for being sure that he was upset that I told the truth. I then proceeded to tell the truth again, in which case he goes live again and tries to paint me as disingenuous once again. So once again, I responded. It's very, very, very simple. It's very, very simple. If you don't talk shit about me, I won't talk shit about you. But if you're going to be accusing me telling the truth, I don't know what to say.
With some of the dumbest takes known to man. Subscribe to convert everybody you know into a Pegasus fan. And let's begin with Supreme Ruler of our jellyfish, Ludwig. Basically, last time we talked about Ludwig, he was responding to the whole Mario Kart situation, where Ludwig invited his alcoholic friend to cheered him on to drink to dangerous levels of alcohol, then banned him from his events when he got backlash, and said he didn't feel guilty about doing that.
I feel zero guilt. I don't feel guilty at all.
Now, last time,
I don't even think I saw that clip. Maybe I did for me. Fuck, that sounds way worse when you hear it again.
we talked about his response, basically saying that it doesn't matter because drama YouTubers don't actually care or know Mango personally. It was just a bunch of bad arguments.
I really hate this whole idea of it's certainly prefaced cyborg thing. You may only care for your fellow robots, your fellow lizards. No one else matters. You see a baby getting shot in the street, and you just walk by it. Like, holy fuck. It's like that Joker quote. You see me laying on the street, and you just walk on by. It's like society has really gone crazy. Smoke cigarettes. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah, man. He also said it shouldn't
It's enough to drive anybody crazy.
matter because the Earth is spinning and we eventually die. Unironically, that was his response. But don't worry, he made another response today, and honestly, it was much better. So he started by telling his mods not to ban people mentioning the drama now.
Mod, we can do all the bans today. I think if somebody comes in with a first time chatter and say get those number up, I think it's fine. I think I'm
He's banning people for that? He's banning people for getting those numbers up? Oh, that's crazy, bro. Come on. Come on. What? I mean, come on, bro. It's so funny. Like, at least own that you were a jackass. Like, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, how big is your ego to be to get angry? Let's get those numbers up, man. Let's up those numbers! Man, a legendary emo. A legendary emo.
I'm okay eating this. I ultimately had very embarrassing clips in moments.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it looks really bad.
Sure.
And I apologize for it, and I apologize for it. But if someone wants to come in and they feel like a little bit good about themselves, I think they can.
I would like to give Black Widow a little credit. He did apologize.
Why can't I drive this?
He doubles down and says he has no regret. He's not sorry. Absolutely. Everybody's a drama frog. Absolutely.
Agreed.
What?
Right, so obviously people are trolling him about the let's get those numbers up. That is a diabolical clip, and it's now an internet meme, so you
Hmm.
but honestly, he's being a good sport about the situation. But the entire reason people were mad was that his initial response did not feel authentic. It felt like he was throwing his friend under the bus. He said, in hindsight, it was in poor taste and cringe, but he didn't really treat it like the serious situation it was. But towards the end of this stream, he actually did deliver a better response. Here's what he said.
Well, that was a little current situation. I don't really understand how I got into that. I honestly think the biggest mistake I made is I said, if someone asked me if I feel guilty, and I said no. And I think that was
Thank you.
Uh,
At all. Nobody wanted to be angry. Nobody's like, oh, dude, I need to get a ride. I just need to shit on this guy. I don't care, bro. Like, nobody cares. This to me was good. You know what I mean? Great. That's all. Was that hard? Right? Was that hard? No. It was so easy, right? Dude, I fucking good for him. Good for him. Great. You did the. He did the bare minimum. Thank God.
That's my biggest mistake. I agree with what you're saying, though. I was thinking, do I go to ban? I didn't think about second message. I think that was my biggest fault.
Right, so the biggest F up was the situation itself, obviously. Now, saying that he did feel guilty was obviously not received well. But him saying that he regrets it now is obviously the right move. I think people just wanted a more sort of explicit response, like maybe a tweet or a separate video, maybe a more heartfelt apology for inviting him in the first place. And of course, you know, not cutting him off from alcohol and being a responsible person himself. By the way, his mods didn't have to do that because it still went wiped out. Just saying.
They hate my ass so bad. Hey, listen. This may not make sense to you, and maybe I've been accused of being too nice many times. This is good enough for me. Yeah, if you want to make somebody really fucking mad, type W Tecton into a chat and see what happens. It's crazy how much these motherfuckers hate. And you know what's crazy? They can't even explain why they hate me. And you know what they do when they do explain it? They just lie about shit that never happened. It is insane. I'm like the black sheep of Twitch, bro. This shit's nuts. Let's keep going here.
You are allowed to type W Ludwig in my comment section, in Tecto's chat, in Asmon's chat. I don't think anybody's going to ban you for that. I just find it funny.
To get banned from just typing W Tecto is fucking psychotic. Like, are we seriously that small? We're going to ban someone for W Tecto. That's wild. Test it today, guys. Go to your favorite streamer's chat and just type W Tecto and see if you get permanently banned. Fucking wild.
Just gotta create the epic king, but he specifically said not to, so I don't know why they're still doing it. Then he just says that he's not going to try and appease people.
But like, there's no point, I think, in like trying to appease the situation. It doesn't really help me, it doesn't help them. Like, I think about it from my perspective. When I get mad at someone because I'm into some drama, there's really no call you can do. I just want to be mad at you for a while and chat shit on it. So I think it's the same here. But I think I would repeat the feelings now. How much is our annoying? I think it's like I totally understand it. I understand why it exists.
Guys. This is not people being drama leeches. This is someone who enabled an alcoholic and then said they don't regret it and they have no guilt. Okay? This is more than just drama. This was a very serious issue. Okay? This isn't drama. Like, oh man, can you believe that XQC got angry at Pokeballs? Now they're not going to be friends. XQC said he was mad at Overwatch. Can you believe it? No. The drama that's covered here is like, hey, this guy's supporting terrorists. Hey, this woman is trying to ruin men's lives with false accusations. Hey, this guy is trying to stop a movement that can prevent gamers from getting proper consumer rights. Hey, this guy is bringing an alcoholic to near fatal levels of overdrinking. And this guy sexually harassed this woman on camera. This isn't drama. This is serious fucking issues. It is. And people really need to stop underplaying this shit and act like they're above the noise and then consume the very same content. Jesus. Get a grip. W Punk Laws.
And I understand why people watch it. And I have no oh my god, this was nasty. I have no desire to like be viewed in a more positive way. Does that make sense? I'm really back on my stoicism mark. I also think on the flip side, you do not have to be in it for the long haul. I think you should just be in it if you think what I make is something that like appeals to you. If that ever switches, then you should not watch it. That's fine.
Right, so, you know, he's allowed to do what he wants, of course. If you don't know what stoicism is, it's kind of like...
I also study a lot of stoicism. A lot of people think it's bullshit, but I've gotten I will admit, there is some bullshit in stoicism, but for a lot, for me, it's helped me out quite a lot to kind of just be able to withstand the constant beratement that I get from the internet. And to be honest, it just barely affects me.
Sam, I thought I told you booze and BBs were a dangerous combination. Perhaps a shower is in order. You're still covered in chiralium. I want the president to see you. You're upset. Is this about BB-28? In any event, it seems that Rose is like as you say, I should look after you. Give my regards to the president.
I know I certainly wouldn't. I would have not said anything. It's really that easy. It was just when I heard that he showed no regret and no remorse. Like, that was like inhuman. I And I'm glad one of them took my advice.
Like, depending on your response to internet comments and response, right? Now, some people will hate you no matter what, and maybe that is kind of out of your control. Now, a chatter calls him out saying what we all have been saying. Why can't you just say, I wish I didn't have Mango at the event? And Ludwig basically implies that it was fine to have him at the event, but he should have cut him off from alcohol, which is, I guess, one way to deal with it.
Sure.
I just wish he would say he shouldn't have had Mango at the event.
It's almost time to go, Sam.
It's kind of like Canute. So Canute brings his underage daughter to a lot of parties.
Performance, durability, affordability.
Where you
Only
see,
one place.
and I keep you next.
New Mirafast.
I'll always be with you.
Conservation in as little as 30 minutes.
Ooh, like it extra crispy. Shut the fridge door. You burned emos. Party more? Save more. Use promo codes to get $5, $10, or $15 off your next order. Order online or on an Emo's Pizza app.
That are straight. Obviously, she's at more risk to do something bad. But what Canute does is he hovers her the entire time and makes sure that his daughter is safe the entire time. Because that's pretty much all you can do. If you invite someone who's more susceptible at being at risk, and you're the one that brought him there, it's your responsibility to take care of them. And yes, if you invite an alcoholic to a alcohol-abusing party, absolutely you have to take care of them. Absolutely. It's the bare minimum you can do.
I think we should have cut off the video. I think I shouldn't have done the breathalyzers. That was dumb. I don't think the breathalyzers were legit. I think people like saying, I think Trixie is near dead and not being very genuine because it's just not good. Doug literally said in the clip about breathalyzers, so I think that's like, I feel like it's very sincere when people say that, but it still is.
Nobody is trying to tell the truth whatsoever. I mean this genuinely. I mean, maybe there are some bad actors, but I feel like this take is very like tinfoil hat. I don't know what. I was at a couple of your competitions, right? There's no pre-existing hatred that I have. I don't have any pre-existing hatred. I just want people to take accountability for their fuck up. Very simple, right? That's it, right? And obviously the whole alcohol. Because obviously a lot of my family members drink alcohol. He's 100% alcoholic. He needs to move on because his apology was good, but he's still ranting about it. I'm not saying there's a bad actor. Just fucking move on. Move on. Done.
Hello.
You got out of the way. It's making this apology feel false.
It's dumb to have. It's dumb to like tear being open. I had him at 2 other beer burgers and there's no problem. So I think I just didn't realize how bad it was. I wish I had realized. I just didn't. And I don't know how I would have. Right, so this is definitely a better response than last time. You know, he does take some level of accountability here.
You did well,
It's
Sam.
dumb to cheer him on. He regrets his actions. I think the problem here is
Bridget may no
Mango
longer
can
be
control himself when he
Her legacy has a chance.
He thought Mango had no problem because he had
Sam
extra
Mendes.
defense and it was fine then. And that sort of might have given
America.
him the confidence to keep doing
Construction
this.
season.
Of course,
America.
recognizing that it was an ignorant
This is the face of our new hope. Our new America.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Is that my mom? All. Do I need to deliver her a package?
My mother may be gone,
What you believe and
but
actually.
I'm here.
And let's just call a spade a spade. He's never allowed that to get parties. He's banned from Cloud.
Happy 4th of July, people.
Been 10 years since you saw each other, right? And in only time she hasn't aged a day.
He knows why.
I think a lot of
My
anti-buddies
body's still
are going to be dead. When he
I don't
states
get to grow older.
that he's not going to turn on you, which I'm going to assume that he won't. I think he's also going to lose a lot of potential blood buds.
She's kind of cute.
You look good.
Seriously? And I think when you go back to the status quo, he's always wanted between 800 and 1200 viewers, being a variety gamer that's more leaning into Smash.
Someone has to succeed Bridget, Sam. More importantly, someone has to carry on her legacy and see our country rebuilt.
Yeah.
America Strand, our new president. A new beginning for our people.
Rebuild that shit.
For our nation.
For our nation.
Emily's leadership will re-establish the UCA, the United Cities of America.
Yeah.
This is how we'll rebuild our country. But we'll need your help to do it, Sam.
No, I'm through with this. I said my goodbyes to all of you.
I quit. Put my 2 weeks in.
You ran away. You cut us off.
Don't leave me.
Emily put together an expedition. The best of Bridges won. And went west.
If anybody knows why he has little handprints on him, I mean, if you're able to type in the comments, let me know.
I kept him safe while we searched for survivors.
Never once missed a beat. Saw him coming a mile.
We convinced community after community to join the UCA, and we left behind our own people to help them. It took us 3 years, but we managed to make it all the way to Edgemont City.
All the way to the Pacific. Jesus.
Yeah. But then everything went to hell. The team was wiped out. And Emily was taken.
Oh. No.
I'm not being kept in a cell or anything like that. I know how to use their facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edgemont City. That's what the keepers are saying, at least. They want the UCA to leave and be. Emily's their insurance policy in case we don't.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Beings. Militant separatists. They run Edgemont City.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go rogue towns killing people. Illegally created.
Right. Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void-outs.
I thought this was just gonna be a friendly postman game. I just dropped some packages off. But there's demons and shit?
They're decentralized by nature. No one organization.
I mean, I guess it's like
just a common
downtown Detroit then.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future. If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive. I carried my mother's message to people.
I just being a postman last week, and I'm already playing like postman games. I just can't get enough of it.
More than a few would rather stay isolated. Keep to themselves. Go it alone.
I should play Paperboy on Nintendo.
They think that America can only be rebuilt by force, by men who tell them what to do, who take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
What'd you put on me? Huh? You know better than the demons. Just another kind of cult.
They're not shackles, Sam. They're a symbol of our bonds. That's what we need right now. Not to stand apart, but to come together, to form carnal knots and reconnect.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Emily started.
Yeah.
People she left behind have been hard at work.
Finish it, Sam.
But these terminals are still isolated. We need you to bring them online. And for that, you'll need a key.
Are you gonna pay me money to do this shit?
This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to integrate a terminal into the cargo web. Take the Cupid west, Sam, and reconnect the people of our great nation. And you get to Edgemont City.
I don't work for free.
And bring her home.
that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save the country.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is
Fuck
how
Bridge. I don't give a fuck.
Please, Sam. We need you.
Sam Porter Bridges now, not a strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit. You all saw the battle. I'm not getting involved with you or anyone else.
I should 3D print that mask that guy was wearing.
Wait!
That'd be cool. Someone go online and see if people are 3D printing that mask on Etsy or anything. I'm curious.
Hold on. Stop.
That mask right there.
Listen, America needs you. Both of you.
Covering the world in cable didn't bring an end to more suffering. Don't act surprised when it all comes apart if you try to do it. Round and round it goes. Connect, reconnect, it's not that simple.
All right, Sam. Just take it easy. I get it. You don't have to commit to anything now. Why not get some rest?
Leave it to known and liable to reconnect with the other side. The necessary maintenance has been completed. Various adjustments and fine-tuning for your benefit. You can use it again. For once it would seem that dooms and BBs are a good combination. Or perhaps the two of you have something of an affinity for one another.
You're full of shit. You are absolutely full of shit. There is no way Mango reached out to you and said, don't talk about it at all.
Sam.
And don't take any accountability. And make sure to double down that you feel no guilt. Because here's the thing. You said that Mango said that you reached that is my microphone quality that shit. Is that how I sound? Why does it sound fucking terrible in my ears?
Listen,
No. I mean,
you are Sam Strand.
That's impressive. Even I was like, damn, that's fine. Reach out to you. And he said, don't talk about it. That's crazy. You actually already talked about it 3 times. Said that you're doubling down and you feel no
It's a
guilt.
funny word, Strand.
So full of shit.
Strand is part of the world we're bond. While stranded means being washed up on the shore. And being stranded is when you can't go home. I'm stranded now, Sam. Here on the shore of the Pacific. Thousands of miles away, but our bond still holds.
I will say, guys, I think the most dangerous
What
people
the
on
fuck?
this planet aren't the smart people. I think it is the stupid people. Because the smart people will intentionally
You're
hurt
free,
you once they found a good number.
but we're still
The stupid
connected.
people will just hurt you constantly
Don't
because
tell me we're not.
because they don't understand that they're doing it. The stupid people will misremember situations and try to get you to think that you were horrible even when you were kind. Just because they're sheer understanding. I think stupid people are very, very, very dangerous.
I'll be waiting for you.
Is that his wife?
I don't think they'll be in his stream when he's back to streaming in a month or whatever it is.
It doesn't matter if people care about Mango or not. It doesn't matter if they're going to be a stream or not. That's not how you judge someone's loyalty or their credibility or their kinship with one person. How but I won't help them unless they're my friend. If someone's injured in the street, I will make sure to call an ambulance for them, and they
Oh
will be taken
no.
care of, and then I will give you a smile back. Doesn't mean that I'm going to send them letters and now become best friends with them. It's just common empathy for another human. And I don't get how shit of a take it is saying, all these people who are pretending to care about Mango, they don't actually care about Mango. They're not going to watch his streams. It's not even about that. Supreme Leader, I'm sorry on my mission. How do I blend in with the humans? You must only take care of the people who you grow close with and go along afterwards. Hello? Do people not care for a stranger? This is sociopathic levels of misunderstanding what it means to be human. I can't believe I'm having to describe basic empathy to a 29-year-old man. Holy shit, this is psychotic.
It's just for showing up lessons. How dare you talk about something that's now directly affecting you? What are you, a freak? You dismiss things as your feelings? That's just not in my programming. I don't know what I thought. My father told me. Then Ludwig points out that Tectone followed Mango, and somehow that proves it was fake. That literally makes no sense. You've mentioned these as technical operations as well as maintenance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not a very genuine pursuit of the people who
But here's the thing, Ludwig. I don't need to know someone to make sure someone is okay. Do you want to know why I follow him, Ludwig? Because when I saw a guy in a room with 100 other people, and not a single one of them was his friend, and attempted to medicate any of the life-ruining things that he did on camera because he was blackout drunk and people is here too, I still have easy way to talk about his issues and to get into a support program for his alcoholism. Do you want to know why that is, Ludwig? Because I have had family members who suffered from alcoholism. And it's not good. These people become unrecognizable. Now, Ludwig, I know that you too have a family member who suffered from alcoholism. So I would hope that you would get this. But the fact that you think that I'm following him because I'm disingenuous? No. I went to follow him because I want to help this guy with his issues because I know nobody else is going to, or at least that's the perception that I got. Jesus! You think I have something to gain from helping this guy? No. Do you think I disclose any of that publicly? No. You are forcing me to. And this shit is weird. I mean, technically, and you two, because all you fucking bastards in Twitch chat won't ever type W. All you fucking bastards in Twitch chat won't type based, but kicking YouTube without hesitation did. Because you Twitch chatters are fickle, and you don't understand the revolutionary that I am. Because you take me for granted. And you spend W for every other session to uncover the secrets of breaches and death stranding, as well as those that do use segregated. When you relieve yourself, a certain amount of chiromatter is flushed from the system. Chiromatter can adversely affect hormone secretion and nervous function.
Ew.
Correlation between exposure and the development of phobias, as well as extreme cases, violent and suicidal impulses.
Gross.
Chiropractic is even used as a trigger for the onset of do's. Allow me to collect a sample of your excretions for my studies. They provide a non-invasive means to monitor your exposure to chiropractic and your overall health.
So yeah, there's none. I encourage anybody
Hmm.
to leak my DMs if I was trying to instigate them to chat shit and find out
Am I
something.
supposed to go pee now?
Jesus.
What?
People have such bad faith in this world, it's insane. There's no way Tecto would have reached out to try to help them. Like the literal hundreds of people that have already done that. With learning how to bolt your stranding, with learning how to join entertainment because I like helping people. And I'm sorry to be squeamish when I state my very clear accolades. I'm not trying to dick stroke.
Okay.
I've been provoked and put into this position to where I have to defend myself. And I know me saying the very clear deeds that I've done, it sounds like I'm stroking my own dick. But I mean this genuinely. It's not
I don't have any orders.
this good of a guy. And hey, to all you drama channels that farm me, ooh,
Oh.
man, you hate when I say that. You hate when I say that.
Wait a
You
minute.
hate when the truth makes me look that good. You say, oh, he's so full of himself. Hey, man, sorry. I'm humble as shit. I'm one of the best goddamn people on this platform. And I'm sorry the truth makes me look so good. Does that make you mad? Yes, it does.
Reach out. Like, if I have, like, a problematic situation and somebody DMs me about it or offers help about it, I
chance to think it over.
You need to know someone to want to help someone. Do you understand that? I'm not like you LA
Chock full of Pyrelli, but safely used as to wear. That's all you need to go forth and reconnect the world. To make us whole again.
Maybe more
I'm
recently,
a porter. I don't care about connecting anything.
they've been very kind to me.
Pegasus
I'm
mentioned
making notes.
TFW. It's like if you're playing rock, paper, scissors, and somebody pulls out the Pegasus. You automatically win the game. In fact,
But
it
I'll
gets
do
10
what
points
I
right
have
there.
to
Honestly,
help
all
my
the
way out.
drama, I still believe Ludwig can have a redemption arc. You know, just gotta.
So do I. Absolutely. Got a lot to evolve. But, yeah, hoping this league will be more generous with their words and stop being so calculated about the most grand stage, squeaky clean take.
Those dog tags?
Put down the ego a little bit. And, you know, I apologize for the jellyfish memes. I can't help the fact that I'm absolutely hilarious. I did say some absolutely stupid shit, so that just kind of made the situation worse. But I do think one mistake doesn't define you.
Listen up, son.
It's how you respond.
Terminals Amelie's people built in the towns and cities they pass through on their journey west are called knots. The infrastructure's there, but the Cairo network is offline. Right now, it's only capable of transmitting voice communications, sometimes wired, sometimes wireless, and a small amount of data.
You were the friend, you know, and it depends if you're looking at it as, oh, there goes this random guy, right? But personally,
So, unless the necessary data stored on site, chirograms won't show up. Emily and the other Bridges members you've seen around the place are grams generated with local data. In case you didn't know. Anyway, all you've got to do is find the number, connect to Cupid, and bring Cairo communications online. Once you connect it to the terminal, you'll be able to initiate zero-time massive data transmission with the UCA network. And just like that, you reconnect us not only to each other, but to our past. All the lost and fragmented junk data will be compiled and restored, like bringing the
What?
dinosaurs back to life from the fossil. For 1.6 billion years of history on Earth, all the wisdom and knowledge we've lost since the death stranding will be ours again. And that, my friend, is how we'll beat this thing. Once you establish Cairo communications, generating grams won't be an issue. You'll also be able to use Cairo transmissions. Won't be long before we're able to send all kinds of things through the wire.
Such anything, Richard. Or if it's got a soul. Nothing real. Just copies.
True. Which is why you'll still need porters like you.
What?
Before and after we're made whole, we'll need men in the middle. To disagree with everything that I said, then you need an easy W. By the way, Devin did the exact same thing. But don't worry, guys. Slowly but surely, I'm repairing my reputation that I don't know all that.
never been damaged at all.
We'll give you the details of the dispatch terminal. Make sure you check upstairs. Drops waiting up there too.
These shoes look like they've done some serious miles. Should I dispose of them?
Hold on. There's something I need to look into. My blood cells set those things off. Happened more than once.
Set them off. How do you move?
I don't know. You took the blood, didn't you? You tell me.
All right. We'll see what I can do.
Where'd the statue for the chick go in New York?
Everything, to be perfect or linear, is just setting yourself up to failure. Nothing you start will be perfect, and that's not a reason to avoid it. Progress is never perfect, but it's always worth it. And stop obsessing.
Where was he? He was right next to him. Yeah, actually right next to him. Yeah. So now what he's saying is, let me translate for the Newsers fans. So now he's saying the LA crowd, why did you cut his action?
What the fuck?
That shippers have been conditioned to not address anything until the internet has forced them to.
Really?
Because if you draw attention, this could be genuinely
That's annoying.